Meghan Markle seems to be floating in a world detached from solid facts, according to a former editor of a well-known glossy magazine who once put her on its cover. Graydon Carter, a Canadian journalist and writer aged 75, who guided the magazine for a quarter century, shared an eye-opening behind-the-scenes moment from October 2017. Imagine the scene. As the idea of featuring Meghan on the cover arose, she unexpectedly voiced a puzzling concern. At that time, Meghan was just beginning her romance with Prince Harry and was still busy portraying a popular character on a hit TV show. She expected the magazine to focus more on her charity work and philanthropic efforts rather than just her high-profile love life. This unexpected moment left Carter remarking that Meghan appeared a bit lost when it came to sticking to real facts. What will happen next? That October issue, one of Carter's final as the magazine's editor, was boldly titled with a nod to Meghan's infatuation with Harry. In the early days of the planning, when a team member suggested her as a cover story, Carter admitted he was clueless about who she truly was. He even asked his team why anyone should write about her. The reply came almost instantly, simply because she was set to marry Prince Harry. But during an interview, when a reporter asked Meghan about her new life, she sharply queried whether the focus would remain solely on Prince Harry instead of shining a light on her charitable work. What could be the reason behind such a reaction? In November 2017, not long after that interview hit the press, Meghan's engagement to Prince Harry was officially announced through a statement by his father. Fast forward a few years to early 2020, and the royal couple had stepped back from their official duties and packed their bags for California. Carter, who once enjoyed a close rapport with Princess Diana, noted that Harry's mother would have felt deep sadness over the growing distance between her son and the rest of his family, including his brother and even King Charles. He stressed that any rift between siblings is a recipe for family disaster. Will the family ties ever mend? Toronto-born Carter, whose long career in journalism spans many decades, was the co-founder of a cheeky magazine back in 1986 before steering his famous publication from 1992 until 2017. Under his leadership, the magazine became known for blending celebrity gossip with hard-hitting journalism. In 2019, he ventured into the digital world with an online newsletter that showcased the best in arts, culture, TV, and film. Now, with his new memoir set to hit shelves in the US and the UK, Carter opens up about memorable encounters, from chatting about major movie stars and notorious figures to launching the famed Oscars party, and even discussing Meghan Markle. What surprising revelations will his memoir hold? Recalling the moment when Meghan was chosen for the cover, Carter painted a vivid picture. One of his team members, Jane Sarkin, had confidently suggested, "We should do a cover on Meghan Markle." His reply was one of utter bewilderment. "I have no idea who that is." Only then did Jane remind him, "She's on that popular TV show." Still puzzled, Carter asked, "What is that even about, and why should we cover her story?" The answer came swiftly, "Because she's going to marry Prince Harry." Carter chuckled as he remembered how Meghan later challenged one of his reporters, insisting, "Is all of this going to focus on Prince Harry? I thought we would talk about my charity work and philanthropy." He couldn't help but note that, in his view, Meghan was a bit out of sync with the facts. Could there be more to this unexpected exchange? Carter also expressed his sorrow over the growing distance within the royal family. He recalled Princess Diana's profound curiosity at dinners, where she would ask about how Jackie Kennedy was treated by her family, a reflection of the parallels she saw in her own life. He believed that Diana would have been heartbroken to see her youngest son, Harry, drifting away from his siblings and father. Carter remembered sitting close to Diana during several meals, absorbing her genuine interest and concern for family dynamics. Will these old wounds ever find healing? This isn't the first time Carter has openly criticized Meghan. Back in 2023, he predicted that her marriage to Prince Harry might last for years rather than decades, suggesting that Meghan had cleverly managed to secure money, fame, and a title from the relationship, an achievement that, in his words, diminished Harry's role day by day. Ever since their grand wedding in a historic chapel at a famous castle in 2018, the couple has retreated from royal duties, moved to California, and welcomed 2 children. 2 years ago, Carter summed up his view by saying, "I would measure the duration of their marriage in years, not decades." He even joked that if a reality show were made about life in a chic California town, Meghan would surely be the star. What twist does destiny have in store for them? Amid all the media buzz, a new rivalry has emerged with a well-known celebrity from nearby circles. Recently, Meghan clashed with this celebrity during what many dubbed a breakfast war. In this spat, Meghan unveiled her own creative twist on a classic banana split without any extra fluff to soften the exchange. Just days earlier, the other celebrity posted an Instagram video, casually preparing breakfast in her own kitchen, a move many fans felt was a subtle dig at Meghan. The video was shared just after Meghan's new show on a popular streaming service received a wave of negative reviews. Will the next breakfast battle heat up even more? Fans quickly jumped into the discussion online. Some pointed out that the other celebrity's laid-back-looking crumpled pajamas and her simple cooking style sharply contrasted with Meghan's polished appearance, designer outfits, and rented set. The background music in the video, a well-known tune by a famous singer, also drew comparisons to the promos used by Meghan. In a playful counter, Meghan later shared 2 videos on her social media stories featuring her friend Kelly McKees-Adjvan. In one clip, Meghan could be seen laughing as Kelly artfully layered fresh berries and granola on a dish of yogurt and jam-covered banana, tagging her own food brand with a lighthearted note. In another, the pair clinked forks in a cheerful toast before savoring the treat, accompanied by a joyful mm. Could this playful rivalry lead to a full-blown showdown? Later that day, a separate video captured by Prince Harry showed a beautiful formation of birds gliding through the sky, with a caption expressing gratitude for the moment. It remains unclear if Meghan's posts were meant as a comeback, but fans were quick to say that the other celebrity was clearly throwing subtle digs. Social media was abuzz. One fan joked about Meghan and her friend trying to return a playful gesture, predicting that this game of subtle shade might soon spiral out of control. Other fans praised the casual nature of the other celebrity's video, noting her natural, unfiltered style in her very own kitchen. Comments ranged from admiration for the simplicity to playful comparisons with Meghan's more glamorous approach. Will this online sparring keep the audience hooked? Meanwhile, it turns out Meghan's new series, which has already been renewed for a second season, wasn't filmed in the California home she shares with Prince Harry and their children. Instead, she chose to film in a lavish farmhouse, reportedly costing millions. Observers also noted small details in the other celebrities' posts, a monogram on her mug, for instance, that some speculated could be a subtle nod to Meghan's own monogram as Duchess of Sussex. Just last week, that same celebrity, alongside a fitness expert, found herself accused of mocking Meghan. In a video on their lifestyle platform, the fitness guru introduced her real kitchen with a dramatic pause and later hurriedly added that no shade was intended. The day before, the celebrity had remarked that Meghan seemed lovely and joked about possibly sneaking past security with a homemade pie. What will be the next unexpected twist in this drama? Netflix's chief recently broke his silence on Meghan's future, expressing support for her despite the mixed reviews of her 8-part lifestyle series. Still, other Netflix stars and comedians have been poking fun at the show. During a late-night talk show, a well-known sidekick even quipped about Meghan's quirky habit of transferring pretzels from one bag to another with a custom label, a moment that left audiences laughing. Although she was teased for this, the series has already been greenlit for another season, with the streaming boss insisting that Meghan has been widely underestimated. Can she turn the tide of public opinion in her favor? Since signing a massive deal with the streaming service back in 2020, Meghan and Harry have seen one blockbuster hit and a few less successful projects. Her show, which launched on March 4th, was watched by hundreds of thousands of households in just the first few days. The series follows Meghan as she tries to redefine herself as a domestic goddess, whether it's baking cakes, arranging flowers, or even donning a beekeeper's suit to collect honey. Throughout the show, she shares recipes for dishes ranging from spaghetti to honey lemon cake, and even a hearty breakfast. Meghan has said that this new venture has helped her rediscover her true self. Will her next move win over the skeptics? Despite amassing a massive following on social media, Meghan insists that she sees herself more as an entrepreneur and founder rather than a typical influencer. In contrast, another high-profile documentary about her and Harry became a huge hit, drawing nearly 29 million viewers worldwide in just 4 days and sparking global buzz. Yet, other projects, a sports docuseries, a show about global justice activists, and a documentary focusing on Harry's work with injured soldiers, failed to capture the same level of excitement from audiences. What new chapter awaits in this unfolding story?